Barmy, Barmy. Welcome to today's show. Now today I'm going to talk to you about a very old TV programme that aired when I was 12, and that is GhostWatch. Now this programme was very unique at the time, and no one knew what the heck it was all about because it was a new type of programme. It was one of those pseudo documentaries where some of it was real, some of it was fake, and not really everyone could tell what was going on. Now, some of you may know, but Halloween is my birthday, so this aired on my 12th birthday, or my 13th birthday, I'm not quite too sure. So I think it came out in 1992, so it would have been my 12th, I believe. So I was a 12-year-old watching a very, very spooky documentary. And what you've got to remember nowadays, people are a bit more desensitised to horror and things like that. So back in the day, no one really knew about this sort of stuff. And I didn't watch horror films until a bit later. It's not like nowadays where sort of there are even horror films edged between that age group. But back then there wasn't really that much. So when you're watching that, I was a full-blown kid really still, and I was watching Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the like. So then, all of a sudden, I've been thrusted in to watching this really spooky documentary. What the heck? Because it had familiar faces that were attributed to children's TV on it, and I think it aired about 9 o'clock, and what is this all about? It was so spooky. People suffered from PTSD with this. They suffered from all sorts of anguish, and I remember apparently there was one person that even committed suicide because of this, which was very sad. And it's a terrible programme. You know, it's not like now where you know what to expect. Back then it caught a lot of people off guard. No one really knew what the hell was going on. And I loved it in a weird way. I remember being so scared, I actually had to come out of the room when it was on. And there are specific things that I think I did suffer with some sort of after effects because of the programme, because I remember having nightmares quite a lot afterwards. And there was one particular bit where I think there was like a bit, I mean, my memory is very sketch about this because it was quite a long time ago, but I remember there being some sort of baby skeleton they found, I think. And I think that really, really haunted me for a while. You know, it was very bizarre. And I think they said that it was like something about it was a ghost or it was possessed or something. And it really freaked me out. You know, really, really freaked me out. And yeah, so I can totally understand how some people may have suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder because of this program, because it was so over the top. And yeah, no one really knew what to expect with it. You're watching it, and it was billed as a live program. That's what you have to remember. Apparently, because it was billed as a live program and no one knew what was going to happen, all these different weird things kept happening and scary everyone. It was bad. So apparently it was filmed like 3 or 4 weeks beforehand, but no one knew that. And it's one of these things where you know, the magic of TV wasn't really that well known back in the day. Like I said, so there was definitely a big element of surprise, and it was so shocking. It really was. I think that's what actually got me properly into horror, but I don't know why, because I was scared stiff. Oh my goodness me, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, apparently there was lots of rumours that they would promote the TV shows on all the different things, and because it was so close to the watershed, there was loads of kids staying up, and because obviously it had, like I said before, familiar faces to it, they should have been a bit careful with their placing of the timing, because everyone probably stayed up to watch this special spooky kids event on Halloween, because everyone was off, because you get a week off that time of the year, don't you? So, wow! Perfect timing on that front. Everyone's off school or work or whatever, and then you're all staying up late to watch this family-friendly, spooky thing, and apparently it just drove everyone nuts and gave them PTSD. Oh, including myself. But yeah, I couldn't believe it when I found out all about it and I remembered it thanks to Miss Time Bunny. She really sort of brought me into my memories of this. Yeah, big shout out to them because I couldn't believe it. And you know when you remember something a little bit and then someone does a YouTube video on it and it sort of brings back all these memories? Well, that's what happened to me when Miss Time Bunny did it for me, and I was, wow, I remember this show. But yeah, I remember being a very sort of timid, calm child, and watching this program really freaked me out. And I remember staying in the hallway while some of it was on, and yeah, like it really made me spooked. And I think it is definitely an inspiration for lots of different horror films and lots of different horror programs now. And I don't think you would have got stuff like Paranormal Activity or anything like that without it, because it was so influential. And I think it's one of these things where it's like taking a back seat on this one, because Most Haunted is definitely a similar sort of thing, but a lot lamer. But yeah, GhostWatch set the precedence. When you think about it, GhostWatch inspired Most Haunted, inspired, Paranormal Activity, inspired Blair Witch, inspired of all these found footage things come back from a randomly placed British TV show at 9 o'clock in the 90's. It's insane. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on GhostWatch. Did you ever see it? Do you think it's inspired a lot of horror films and horror games? And did it give you PTSD? And were you scared of it? And what's your weirdest memory of the programme? Did you see the weird baby skeleton thing that I remember quite weirdly? And did it give you nightmares? I'd love to know in the comments if you're an ancient man like me and you watched it. Let me know. And if you haven't watched it and you're above the age of 12, maybe watch it on Halloween and it might scare you loads. Who knows? But be warned, it is very weird. See you all later on. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Thank you for this lovely trip down memory lane, and if you've enjoyed GhostWatch, please comment below, and of course let me know in the comments if you'd want to watch it yourself. If you're new to horror, if you're new to that sort of weird and wonderful program, and you like Most Haunted and you think you'll give this a go, let me know in the comments. Right, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!